and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? Fantastic, I hope. And if not, I want you to know that no matter how dark and lonely the place you're in now is, it'll get better, buddy. I promise you. From the bottom of my heart, I guarantee you things will get better. You just need to keep your head down and keep working on making yourself a better person. And today, I want to go over with you the 6 steps that I used to find my passion. And I know you're gonna love it, so strap in, baby. Let's go. Alright, you handsome mofos, step 1 is easy enough. It just requires a tad bit of brain power. Start reading. And not just reading. You need to start listening to podcasts and even audiobooks, anything to get your knowledge skyrocketed ASAP. And you see, I would recommend strictly reading non-fiction because that's where most of the learning will come from. But I know some people struggle reading non-fiction. So try and find some fiction that'll light a fire up under your ass to get you going on reading. I have a recommended reading list on my website. Go down in the description, check it out. Alright, gents, for step 2, I'm going to take you through a little guided advice. You see this line right here? That is the line that separates your comfort zone from you finding your passion. So for step 2, all you really have to do is, you see, buddy, we're all good over here. We might be a little uncomfortable, but that is how we grow. That is how we become kings. Look, let's be honest, there isn't much for us inside of our comfort zone, except for never-ending mediocrity and apathy. So let's get the hell out of there ASAP. This could mean asking that absolutely stunning barista out that you see every day when you go to Starbucks to get your coffee. Or it could be something as little as asking for a tiny little bit of extra ice cream when they're scooping it out for you. Oh, wow, that looks great. But do you think you could do me a favor and just scoop a tiny bit more on top? Oh, thank you so much. That looks so fantastic. You see, when we do little things like that, it makes the big things, like asking that woman out, or going and joining a new gym, or trying on new clothes, that much easier. Gentlemen, I always say that comfort is the disease of the average. And if you're not stepping out of your comfort zone, then you are not bringing anything new to society, and you're not bringing any sort of vibrance to the gorgeous world around you. Change that, and let's move on to step 3. You suck. Bro, you are never going to make it. Oh, you know what you should do? Oh, you should do this. Yeah, you should totally do this. You should do that. Don't even bother. You're not talented enough. You're not good looking enough. Just, it's not realistic. Do something else. Stop listening to the damn haters. You know, it seems to me that people who have never really accomplished anything and have always stayed on the safe path that society deems acceptable will be the first ones to come and criticize you and to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And f*** those guys. They're doomed to a life of boredom, nothingness, and doing the exact same thing all the time. They're stuck in their comfort zone, huh? Just get these people as far away from you as possible. They're stuck in their ways and are too afraid to break out on their own. This cripples them inside. And so they take their anger out on guys like you and I, who always work on bettering ourselves and trying to separate ourselves from the herd. Now, sometimes there can be legitimate criticisms from these people that we can leverage from them and use to grow. But we need to learn which of these criticisms are proper, healthy criticisms, and not just these people coming at us from a place of insecurity and shadow. Try to find the people who have accomplished a lot in their own life and are grounded in themselves and their purpose, who display a lot of healthy, glowing confidence. These are the people that really want to help you achieve what they've achieved. If they support your endeavors and dish out some hard truths at times, learn to accept that and learn from these people. Listen, haters are a drain on society and they drown in their own security on a daily basis, which is tip number 4. Gents, letting our insecurities run and fuel our decisions will keep us from accomplishing what we truly want in this life. There are some things about us that make us insecure that we can absolutely never change. And that's okay. In that case, we need to feature those insecurities into our personality. When we do this, these insecurities just become another part of us that we accept and incorporate into life, as opposed to these other kind of more dangerous parts of us that we push away and try to ignore. The things we can't change? Well, dude, go and change them. There's always work that needs to be done for us to become better people and contribute to our beautiful society in a healthy way. This means that you need to do the hard work and separate yourself from the pack. Developing a strong personality is challenging, and it will require us to hold a magnifying glass up to our values, beliefs, and opinions on a consistent basis. You think you can handle it? Well, you better learn to, bud. Let's move on to tip number 5. Step 5, gents, is about failing. Failing hard, getting back up, and getting our ass kicked again. Step 5 is knowing when we just plain suck at something. It's good that we learn when it's time to move on and to learn from it. So, some context. I used to be an electrician, and I still am by trade, but it made me very unhappy and I wasn't very good at it. It seems my brain just doesn't quite process information in a way that's conducive to me being a quality tradesman. I could have faked this and got by, pulling in some decent dough and solid benefits, dragging my feet through every day, really not enjoying life whatsoever. But at least I would have had money, right? But I was surrounded by other electricians and other tradesmen who were just miserable people that were awful to be around because they shouldn't have been in trades either. All the best electricians and tradespeople that I ever worked with and learned from were all ones that were fantastic at what they did, and they loved it, and they wanted to learn more, and they wanted to pass that knowledge on. And I am forever in debt to those people that I learned so much from, and I'll never forget every single one of them. So, I quit the trades. I quit the tools. And did I leave a lot of money behind? Oh, hell yeah, man. But money's abundant, and there are tons of ways that we can figure out how to make a good buck. Gentlemen, we need to stay in integrity with ourselves. And when we have to drag our ass out of bed every day to a job that makes us miserable and has no addition positively to our life whatsoever other than money, this is going to show up in ways other than your job. It's going to manifest itself in your life, in your hobbies, in your relationships. So gentlemen, this is a super long way of me letting you know that it's important that we know when it's appropriate to quit. And with that in mind, my handsome friends, let's move on to step number 6. And before we move to this tip, let me emphasize something. I will never ever pull any of these tips out of my ass willy-nilly. If I give you a tip or a step or any of that, it's because I have used that tip or I have been through that situation myself. This is important for you to know because the next tip, while not only is it going to be hard to master, it's going to be a tiny bit of a head scratcher, so bear with me. Step 6 to finding our passion, gentlemen, is to get our hearts broken. Now, whether this is a romantic relationship, going through the death of a loved one, or being told you're just not good enough, this step is absolutely the most vital and important. When something or someone that we believe in so strongly and that we cherish and love and rely on is taken from us, the pain that comes with that can be devastating and put us in an incredibly dark place. But we can use that to our advantage. These harsh moments provide us the biggest, most clear and shiny mirror that we will ever have in our lives. It's easy to play the blame game here, but that leads to no sort of growth whatsoever. No matter the circumstance of the heartbreak, drop blame right now. It's absolutely useless. And so first things first, always take time to grovel after an intense heartbreak. It's super important. But when you're done groveling, get that ass up and get to work. Don't let this pain go to waste. What does this situation say about you, my handsome friend? Did you become complacent? Did you become jaded or tough? Were you relying on someone for too much? Or did you stop taking care of yourself? Dive into that pain and come out with more knowledge about you, the things you love, and the things you need to change about yourself so you can be more wholesome and fulfilled as a person. And let me tell you a little trade secret. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of a chip on your shoulder, buddy. But, make sure that you have that damn chip in check. Make sure that it's not full of anger and resentment. Make sure that chip is full of love for yourself. And make sure that it's going to drive you to be the best person you can be and not hold you back by blaming others and being angry with people that harm you or hurt you. So go out and find your passion. Find something that brings power and vigor to your life, that helps you grab yourself by the balls when life knocks you down. All right, gentlemen. Before I leave you, a friendly reminder to go check out the Man Talk blog and podcast, linked in the description of below for more of my philosophical ramblings and drivel. Don't forget to obliterate that subscribe button and sauce me one of these. And here, bro, have some happiness. Come on, take it, man, take it. You deserve it. You earned it. And, of course, stay handsome, gents.